Before the boxing schedule in 2014 had ended, many major outlets had already decided that Terence Crawford was the fighter of the year. As those stories were being filed, however, a 21-year-old with just 7 professional fights was looking to win his second world title in as many weight classes in that very calendar year. For some reason, that wasn't enough to make anyone hesitate on hitting publish. However, when Naoya Inoue stepped in and destroyed Omar Narvaez in 2 rounds to win the WBO super flyweight title, everyone was forced to take notice. Coming into 2014, Inoue was a 5-0 prospect who had looked very impressive on the Japanese domestic scene. By the end of 2014, however, he had stopped arguably the best light flyweight in the world in Adrian Hernandez, defended a world title against Samartlek Kokajim via knockout, and jumped up 2 weight classes to destroy the best super flyweight in the world as well. As impressive as Terence Crawford's trio of wins over Ricky Burns, Yuriorkis Gamboa, and Ray Beltran were, he didn't do what Inoue did. Crawford, of course, had the benefit of being American and fighting on American premium cable. From that perspective, it's no surprise that the Boxing Writers Association of America would choose Crawford as their #1 for 2014. However, the BWAA is supposed to be the highest representation of boxing knowledge. After all, they are the sole deciders of who enters the International Boxing Hall of Fame. And yet, they didn't have the foresight to hold off on their voting until the end of the year. Were the majority of voting BWAA members not even aware of who Inoue was? Totally possible, considering the Thai flyweight stalwart Amnat Ruenrong, who arguably also had a better year than Crawford, wasn't even nominated or given an honorable mention. But of course, HBO darlings Manny Pacquiao, Miguel Cotto, Gennady Golovkin, and Sergey Kovalev were all on the ballot. Either there is an extreme bias towards larger fighters or fighters visible on American networks, or some people just don't watch what's required of them to vote competently. Why else, for example, did it take Yoko Gushikin being taken off the main ballot and put on the old-timers ballot, on which a panel of true boxing historians vote, for the Japanese legend to be inducted into the Hall of Fame? Thankfully, at least in the case of Inoue, if they didn't have a clue who he was before, they certainly do now.